Now, while we're on the subject of fame, fortune, and everything that goes with it, Britney Spears, the Spice Girls, Michael Jordan, and now the Williams sisters, Venus, and defending U.S. Open champion Serena. What do they all have in common? Well, believe it or not, they've all been immortalized in plastic. Take a look.
Dolls.
You really got me going. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me.
I really got them. Venus and Serena, indeed. Now you can take them home with you if that's been your dream. Available at finer toy stores everywhere. Let's go back upstairs.
Why do I not remember a Tracy Austin doll?
Because I didn't want to have a doll. They asked me to have one in 1980, and at that time when you're 17, I didn't want anything to do with dolls. But theirs looks cool. You can dress them up. Got the bags to go with it. Love that. Venus and Serena are so into fashion.
Well,
Perfect.
Just think how many people would have loved to stick pins in the doll.
I could think of a few.
Exactly. Well, one thing you could see is the
Other tennis players we're talking about. Unless there's something I don't know, Ted.
Sidot trying to get a game here in this set. But one thing that I think in that little piece we saw at Trace, it was very evident in Wimbledon, despite the talk of sister rivalry, who won first, etc. At Wimbledon, you could just tell the bond between them.
Oh, yeah.
Venus jumped for joy. I mean, it was an incredible dance after she beat Hingis in the quarters. When she beat Serena, it was walking over, just let's get out of here. And Serena, to her credit,
And that's what she said. She said, let's get out of here.
And Serena, to her credit, was sat there during the finals, cheered, and could not have been happier that her sister got a chance to win.
They are extremely close. Moved into a new house together, had a house built. Richard, who lives up the road. And you know, there's some people that have speculated if this rivalry starts to heat up and they're competing in finals for championships, whether they won't be as close. But to me, my opinion is I think they will always remain that close. Because Richard's made it very important that family's first, religion's important, education's important, and then tennis comes around fourth. Venus even talked about the fact that she might not go to the Olympics if Serena wasn't picked. They were picked. Venus is going to play singles and doubles.
Well, as Venus now goes up 4-love here in the second set. What's your feeling about that? It was an arbitration case last week.
Right.
Where do you come down on that?
Lisa Raymond, who's #1 in the world in doubles, is upset that she wasn't picked. She's obviously an American, and she says, hey, how can you get better than #1 ranked in the world? My feeling is Billie Jean King did the right thing by picking the best team. The best team, I think, is Venus and Serena. Just won Wimbledon this year, won the U.S. Open and the French last year. Lisa Raymond's regular tour partner is Renee Stubbs, who comes from Australia. It's nice to have that much quality on the women's side who wants to represent the United States.
Well, it does seem the computer can tell you one thing, but results and on the court tells you something different. And the fact is, when the Williams sisters have played doubles together, they've been the best team. They don't play as often.
Good finesse from Venus, and that's the key, Ted, is the beginning of the year they weren't even on the computer because they didn't have enough doubles tournaments together. Just don't play that often, but when they do play, usually come up winners.
Sidot is not backing away. She still stands in, trying to take that serve quick. As we now get our look at Venus Williams from USA's America Online Go Cam.
See if it can keep up with Venus. Another foot fault called.
Really enjoyed this angle of Go Cam. Get a much better view of the speed. So Venus Williams, 1 game away from a win. Night 1 at Arthur Ashe Stadium in the 2000 U.S. Open. Venus Williams, 1 game away from advancing. Not as much trouble this year as she had a year ago in the second round with Anne-Gaëlle Sidot. But then again, this year Venus Williams is 1 game away from her 20th straight win.
Love 15.
Sidot has just had a meltdown since she failed on a couple of break points that would have evened the first set at 4-all.
5 double faults now. Venus is in the last 8 consecutive games.
15 all.
Now they're on serve, second set. Monica Seles will be checking back in with Monica. Don't forget Andre Agassi still to come tonight. The men's defending champion.
Sinjin's happy she's on the board.
Young American Taylor Dent, who had a good showing against Agassi at Wimbledon. He's battling right now on an outer court. Down 2 sets to Byron Black. But level in the 3rd set.
30-15.
The parents of the Black kids are here. They've done some road work today. All 3, Byron, Wayne, and Cara Black, played today.
Nice backhand by Sidot.
Very elegant, smooth backhand. Don't see that many one-handers on the women's side anymore. Really struggling to find the rhythm on her serve today.
Well, there's a game for Sidot in the 2nd set. Venus Williams will now serve for the match.
Williams leads 5 games to 1.
Andre Agassi to follow here at Arthur Ashe Stadium, where he loves it, just thrives under the lights, playing NCAA champ Alex Kim.
Love 15.
I don't think it gets better for Agassi than U.S. Open at night. Kind of like Jimmy Connors. Love this atmosphere.
And you look, they've compiled the night records of or through the years of all the players here at the Open, and it's the champions that thrive. There's Connors, McEnroe that have the great records on the men's side, and Martina Navratilova, Chris Evert, and Tracy. None of you 3 ever lost a night match here.
30-15.
Match just under an hour old. Whoa! Not easy feat to get a clean winner past Venus Williams at the net. Longest range in women's tennis, but she had to pull her way outside the left alley here. Good stab forehand, excuse me, from Sidot.
I'm sure for a frightening moment, Sidot thought Venus would get that. That's the first double fall of this set for Venus, her 6th overall. And a break point. Sidot stays alive. We'll be back on USA.
Ready for play. Seats, please.
Venus Williams derailed for a moment here by Anne-Gaëlle Sidot. Still in the match, serving a 2-5 second set.
15 love.
Well, the French have done a great job the last few years, Tracy. We may see more of this group before this Open is over. A national program that, as you mentioned, all a bunch of young women all around the same age. One of the prominent ones, Amelie Mauresmo, not at the U.S. Open, one of the few players that had to withdraw due to injury.
Due to a bad back. She's had problems with that lower back quite frequently in the last year and a half. That's someone with a ton of talent. Already talked about Natalie Deschy, also a youngster coming up. Julie Allard-Dicougis, number 16 seed. Sandrine Testu, 11th seed. Mary Pierce, played for France in the past. Not sure that we can call her completely French, though. Didn't come out of the French system.
I can tell you that in June she was.
She was French. She was Marie when she won the French Open. Not Mary. Doesn't play for the Fed Cup team and chose not to play on the Olympic team coming up in Sydney. Whoa.
So now it is 5-3. One more chance for Venus Williams to serve out the match.
Williams leads 5 games to 3.
Doesn't look terribly concerned.
This is where you want to close the matches out. Don't start letting your opponent get back into the match. This is not just for this match, for further on in the tournament. Get that confidence that you can just close the match out right away. Great return from Sidot. As soon as Venus Williams threw that toss up, Sidot moved to her right towards her backhand, knowing that Venus Williams tends to hit either in the middle of the box or slices it towards the middle.
So was that a gamble on her part, or was it an educated guess?
An educated guess. Venus likes to pull that outside the right side of the ball with that slice. Much prefers to go that way, especially on the second serve.
Wow.
Great anticipation from Sidot there. Starts to move towards her left, picks correctly, and comes up with a beautiful passing shot. Look at this angle around the outside of the ball to create the angle.
She will now get a second serve with a chance to get this set back on serve.
She had guessed correctly again on that second serve. Venus pulling it out towards her backhand. One break point left.
Venus takes care of that.
Very aggressive here. Great footwork. Hits it on the rise and continues to move forward. Set up, of course, by the big serve. 108 miles per hour.
Sidot ended up to hit that shot.
Now that was quite an angle. So short in the box. I think less than halfway back. Gives her a match point.
Seventh double fault.
Ooh, just jumps up on that forehand. Didn't stay down, so it gives her a second match point.
Now Venus went for the finish there. He tried to blast one.
Great shot making by Sidot. Moves very well, and when she stays down with those shots, she can make it look so easy.
Anne-Gaëlle Sidot.
Well, this has been some ride just in this game. Match points, break points. Now, again, the advantage to Sidot. Wow, 7 games in a row had been won by Venus Williams, and now 4 in a row by Sidot. And we're back on serve. They'll start to feel more like a night match at the U.S. Open, courtesy of Anne-Gaëlle Sidot, and some rally here. Seemingly out of this match 4 games in a row, and serving now for 5-all.
She was down a set in 5-2 in the LA tournament earlier this summer to Lindsay Davenport. Came back and won that set. Eventually lost the third, but she was also down a set in 5-2 to Natalie Tozia in Birmingham earlier this year. Came back and won the set. Lost the third. She's got that, shows that fighting spirit.
The moral of the story is win the first set once in a while.
When you come back, win that third set. There, swings through it very quickly. A lot of wrist action, very well disguised.
So now, match point time. 2 of them for Venus Williams. The win for Venus took a little longer than she might have expected. But nonetheless, straight sets over Anne-Gaëlle Sidot. So Venus Williams through. She'll play the winner of the oft-anticipated Meskina-Hrdlichkova match. Megan Shaughnessy, an American, also in that little section of the draw.
Nola from Bulgaria.
Now, Tracy, that's if the highest seeds win. That's the road that Venus Williams would have.
Well, the first seed, Amanda Kutzer, I don't think should cause Venus Williams any problem. Kutzer about 5'2", not enough firepower to disturb Venus Williams at this point in her career. Natalie Tozia at 32, one of the oldest players in the draw. Last year on the tour, desire waning just a bit. So for me, I think Venus Williams has a tremendously good draw until she meets up with Martina Hingis. And I frankly think that she'd rather meet up with Martina Hingis rather than Lindsay Davenport.
Well, Venus Williams is through tonight. Still, Venus Williams waving to the crowd after her victory. 3-4 over Anne-Gaëlle Sidot of France. So Venus Williams, 20 consecutive match wins in what has become an improbable but remarkable summer of year 2000. The Wimbledon champ is through. We've got plenty more to come, including the defending men's champion, Andre Agassi, who is just now taking the court at Arthur Ashe Stadium, as always, to a warm welcome. Right now, let's go down to Bill Patrick in our USA studios with Venus Williams.
Indeed. Ted, thank you so much, and welcome, Venus. First of all, congratulations on your Wimbledon victory.
Thank you.
And tonight, not the prettiest of matches down the stretch. What are your thoughts?
I think I was rushing a lot tonight in the match, and then I lost focus too, and it was a little bit windy out there, and very noisy also.
It can't be nerves. I mean, you're used to this venue.
No, I wasn't nervous.
Tell me how winning Wimbledon changed, or did it, your approach to the U.S. Open?
I feel nice going to the Open. Obviously, I've had a lot of nice wins lately,
Yes,
and
you have.
to say the least. And I feel like I have a great opportunity here, and I've won a Grand Slam before, so I understand how it's done.
Does it help your confidence? I assume it must, having won Wimbledon.
Oh, sure. If anything, my whole attitude has changed, and I think more than anything that has given me a lot of confidence.
Well, we saw tonight that your serve isn't quite up to snuff. I think you'd agree with that. Is that the only part of your game you need to work on, do you think?
Yeah, I feel a little bit lazy on my serve tonight, and I think that I'm just going to have to work a little bit harder on it and focus well. And it seems that as soon as I get in a big match, I serve a lot better. And when I'm in a match like this, I tend to make a lot more errors, and I let the girls get a few more games than what they should. But as soon as I get to an important match, I'm playing a lot better. So I think that I need to really just focus and capitalize.
Well, there are those who say that you and Serena, if you keep this up, you could well dominate this sport for the next decade or so. Do you often think about how good you could become?
Well, right now I'm thinking about dominating this U.S. Open and playing better than what I did tonight. And that's the near future. So that's as far as I'm thinking right now. And sure, if I stay healthy and I'm happy, I'd love to keep playing well, being on top.
All right, let's go back to Wimbledon for just another second. What were your feelings after you beat Serena?
Well, so long ago, I really don't remember now.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course, you could face her again here. Can you talk about your thoughts of the potential matchup?
It's so far away now. Today's just Monday, and 12 days from now is when I can have that matchup. And so hopefully we'll both get there, and that'll be the main thing. It'll be a match of our dreams. What we've always dreamed about, playing each other in like Grand Slam finals. We've done it twice before actually in a final, but you know, in a Grand Slam, especially the U.S. Open at home, that would be pretty super.
That would be something else. Matt, hand me that, will you, please? Thanks.
Aye.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, you knew this was coming. Now, we showed the folks at home this the fact that you and Serena are now available in this handy mini version, if you will. I got to get your thoughts on this.
They're really, really cute. I was really flattered when I saw them, and at first you kind of think that it's vain to have a doll of yourself, but when I finally saw the doll, I was really, really flattered. I thought they were so cute, and I think they're a lot of fun, basically.
And it's a package deal, as it should be, right?
Venus and Serena.
But you got top billing, I noticed.
You know, if it's not Ken, it's like Ken and Barbie, you know? It's Venus, and then the next one is Serena. They have to be together.
You know what I'm happy about? That it's not actual size. Oh, I don't even know why I thought of that. All right,
That'd be tough
Venus,
to package.
good luck. Congratulations.
Thank you.
20 straight match victories. Venus Williams on to the second round. Stay with us. Day one of the U.S. Open continues. Andre Agassi and Alex Kim still to come.